Pretty Vibes. This is Denisha speaking. We are on week 2. If you watched last week's video, you'll know that I'm doing a weekly documentary of my journey through having stage 2 cervical cancer. I tried to do my hair for y'all a little bit. I do look a mess. Got black rings on my eyes. Face kind of breaking out. Pretty sure stress, lack of sleeping. But I'm trying to handle this the best way I can. So this week, Mother's Day was Sunday. So I decided to get out, try to enjoy myself. I did go to church Sunday morning. My church is aware of what's going on. Good service, you know, everybody was very loving, kind, praying for me, you know, all that good stuff. After church, I did go to Mother's Day in the park in Picayune. I decided to drink a whole bottle of wine while I was out there. I was a nervous wreck. So by this being week 2, well, shoot, like the last week, people were starting to find out. So out there at the field, I was just like nervous. I didn't want people to come up to me and say sorry. I didn't want people feeling bad for me. I really was a nervous wreck out there. I'm pretty sure that's why I drank the whole bottle of wine. I just wanted to kind of like enjoy myself and just, I don't know, get prepared for whatever the week that had in store for me. But it was nice. I mean, a couple people that, you know, I grew up with, are close to, they did come up to me, you know, check on me, let me know that they're praying for me and all that. So it wasn't bad. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Monday. I did meet up with my gynecologist doctor. She's sweet, pretty cool. They told me what's going down. So as of right now, they still saying it is a 6 weeks process. I will have to do radiation Monday through Friday at 9:45. On Tuesdays, I have to be there at 9:15 to do blood works for chemo on Wednesdays. So it's gonna be 6. So it's 25 radiation, 6 chemos. That's what they're saying. She did check me. I'm not bleeding. I'm kind of spotting a little bit, but not too much. But they said that will stop once I start my treatments. But no more blood clots, so that's a good thing. They did prescribe me some nausea tablets because I'm not in any pain. So they didn't give me anything for pain, but they did give me some nausea tablets. I'm not about to pronounce this. Whatever, you see that? This one dissolves in your mouth. I like this one better, but it kind of gives you a headache. But, I mean, it works. And then they gave me, of course, Finnegan, which is not even, it's stronger. And I kind of take this during the evening time when I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere because I get real sleepy off this one. And Finnegan is not even good for you. I looked it up. It's damaged your kidneys as well. But I mean, hey, so I really try to stick with the ones that's less harmful for my body. So I didn't start radiation on Monday because I met up with the doctor and I was just kind of like drained. So I did start Tuesday. It's simple. You go in, it's like 15-20 minutes. You have to have your bladder full, which I didn't know that. And when you think about it, it's kind of hard to fill your bladder up, especially when you're waking up. So I have to leave Picayune by 8:45. So I'm waking up, getting on the road. Well, my friends are working it out to where someone's driving me every day. So I really appreciate that one. Everybody's pitching in, my dad, my friends. So by the time we get on the road, I have not ate any breakfast. And after radiation, you be so nauseous. Like I barely ate anything this week, which is not good because I'm not trying to lose weight. But something I'm going to just work on. So go in for radiation. Your bladder has to be completely full. I have to take off my bottom since I'm cervical cancer. The radiation is vagina, cervix, and anal. So radiation is going straight through all those. So they did explain to me that You know, I might have some bowel problems and stuff later. But you just go take my bottoms off. I lay on the table. I go in. They play me some 90s jams on Pandora because that's what I want to listen to. And I just lay there, and it's just like machines going around my body, laser going straight there. Like I said, once you're there, it's 15-20 minutes. Get off the table, done. So, and I also had to do blood work Tuesday, 9:15. Bruising up real easy. Some of these bruises are still from last week when I was in the hospital. They stuck me so many times. Blood work, and then I have to do a pregnancy test, but whatever. Which that's aggravating because when you go there trying to have your bladder full, and then they make you do your blood work before radiation, I'm emptying my bladder, and then I have to drink like 2-3 bottles to fill my bladder back up. But they're real sweet. They're cool. They let you sit in a women's locker room. So I met a couple people, you know, a couple women, breast cancer, cervical, all that. So I mean, I guess it's really not that bad. Now chemo Wednesday. I do not like chemo. Chemo is like draining, so draining. You sit there. They asked me if I wanted a port. I'll post a little picture of a port for you. But it will leave 2 scars on your chest. It's a port. It's a big, ugly thing. I understand some people have to have it, but I don't feel like I need it if I'm only going to be there for 6 weeks. You know, it's going to be big. I don't want no scars right there. And, but the port, it hooks up to a bigger vein. So the chemo will be quicker. So since I don't have a port, I have to get sticked. And, a lady stuck me in my hand. I didn't like that because when I've been, it was aggravating, but it takes 6 hours. So what they do is they put fluids in your body because of course all this stuff can damage kidneys and all that. So they put fluids in my body first, and then they do nausea medicine, and then the chemo with more fluids is last. So it's like 2 hours for each, I would say. I will tell you that the nausea medicine burns like crazy, and the chemo burns too. It's not as bad as the nausea, but it do burn. They did explain to me that chemo eats up your veins, so probably further on this process, I might not have that many veins to work with. They did explain that, and I'm pretty sure that's why it burns, because it's burning my veins. I don't know, like after radiation and chemo, I'm just feeling nauseated all the time. This whole week, right after, I couldn't eat. I just come home, lay out on the bed. I just lay there until I feel a little better. I take my nausea medicine. Like I said, haven't really ate this week. I don't know. It's like the nausea, how I explain it. It's like a hangover, but not like, because hangovers can be real, real bad. So I don't want to make it that bad. It's bad. But it's just like your stomach is just so upset. So maybe like food poison or something. So just imagine like your stomach just really, really upset and you just can't throw up. So that's how I feel like. It's just sitting there, something just grease sitting on your stomach or something. You just can't throw it up. Because I mean, you don't have to throw up. It's just the side effects of the treatments. They did tell me that she wanted me get the COVID vaccine. So I did go get my first shot Friday. Shot in the arm, simple, it is free. I went to Walgreens in Picayune. Only thing is when I woke up the next morning, it was a little sore, but other than that, it really wasn't bad. I go back in a couple weeks to do my second one. I did the Pfizer. Yeah. So I go back a couple weeks to get the second one. I heard the second one is a little worse, but I guess we'll see when we get there. Let's see what else they told me. So after my 25 radiations and my 6 chemos, I have to go through a stage called breakage. And that's where they will do internal internal radiation. So they said I would have to have a little procedure, a little surgery where they insert a sleeve, and then that's what they're going to use to do my last 5. So as of right now, they say in 6 weeks. I don't know if it's, I need to ask them that. I'm going to have to ask them, like, is it 6 weeks plus the 5, or is the 5 weeks in the 6? I don't know. Definitely a question I'm going to have to ask. When you going through this stuff, you don't really think, when they ask you, like, what questions, you don't really have questions at the moment, but as I've started thinking about, I will write them down, and so I can ask for the next time. So they did say 5 of them. She said it might be rough on me, but we'll see once we get there. They still sell, my white blood cells are, okay. My blood level is still good. And let me see, I think that's about it. I will say that I didn't do anything this weekend. I think with this situation, the most thing will definitely be like battling with depression. I'm a person that have to move. Can't work. Since my radiation Monday through Friday, 9:45, like the rest of my day is kind of like gone because I'm feeling sick the whole time. I did not like that. I did still want to work. They told me the work I do, I don't even need to be doing that work. So if anything, I can do like a little PRN, but they are part-time, but they recommend like 4 or 5 hours. So I mean, there's really no point of me going to a job feeling sick 4 or 5 hours. But fortunately, I was blessed with a great job for a couple months, so I actually have some money in my account to survive. And then I can do little side hustles if necessary, but I'm pretty sure I will be okay. So I just don't like sitting inside. But the devil did get the best of me Saturday morning. I kind of sat around until laid around in bed until like 2 something. My friends were calling me, trying to ask me, like, why are you still in bed? I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of did a little cry. I felt bad for myself, and I don't know, still kind of like processing it, but I don't know. I just want to get this over with. To me, it's like kind of like a business thing. Let's get it over with and move forward. I will not be drinking. I will say that. I am a wino. I like to drink my wine, but it's, to me, I mean, I was going to ask them is it okay, but I don't want them to feel like I'm an alcoholic and I need it. So they'll be like, yeah, let's just let her have 1 or 2. So I'm just not going to drink at all. I might need to try to ask them for some appetite pills so I can eat, but I'm not going to drink. I don't want to do anything to risk, I don't know, get worse, push me back some. It's just not important to me to do that. So right now I am kind of like nervous. I haven't really been driving. Like, everybody drives me around. Driving kind of makes me nervous. I don't know. I'm just kind of like scared. I just don't want anything to happen. Like, if this is 6 weeks, let's do whatever I got to do for 6 weeks so I can be over it. They did tell me after all this, I will have to come back and see him in 3 months. Technically, you're not cleared and cancer-free until after the 3 months. They will go through and do the whole CAT scan, check me again, all that I went through last week. They're going to do all that again to make sure that I am cancer-free. I did ask him about a hysterectomy, and unfortunately, once you go through radiation, they don't recommend any type of surgery like that because I'm prone to other things like hysterectomy. They do that, then something else might happen. So that's kind of what messed me up, because it's like I wanted a hysterectomy before I even found this out. I wish I could have got it years ago. So it's like I'm keeping my lady parts that can give me cancer again. So that kind of freaks me out. I'm not happy with that at all. It's maybe down the line, maybe. I don't know. I'm definitely going to ask them. So once I'm cleared, can I do it? I don't know. But they said radiation actually works up to like no, so even after I take my radiation is still gonna work for 3 more months. So that's why they asked you to come back 3 more months. So I'm definitely gonna ask them once everything in 3, so that was like September, October, about the hysterectomy again, because I mean, that just don't sit well with me to still have the same lady parts that's giving me problems now. So that's about it. I'm just trying to process it, talk to the kids. My daddy's not taking it well at all. If anybody know, I'm a daddy's girl. I can tell he's like, and he stays across the street too, so I can tell he's like stressing out. He wants to bring me to every one of my appointments, but my dad is a little old, and I try to explain to him, you know, I have friends that can take me. He don't need to. The hospital is huge, and you're walking. Like, I'm out of breath by the time I even make it to the cancer center. And I just don't want him to keep stressing and stuff or whatever, but I am going to let him, you know, take me to some appointments to give him some type of relief and make him feel a little better. My kids, the girls, they were sad. They cried. My son, I don't think is really processing. I don't know. He's kind of taking it kind of well, but he don't really show too much emotions. So I don't know. I guess we'll see once. Maybe he's not understanding really what's going on since this is only week 2. So we'll see how that go. But I basically explained to him that they said it's curable. So I think maybe that's why he's not taking it that. Maybe he's not. I don't know. He's probably processing it too. But I did explain to them that they're going to have to figure out some stuff, because since I'm so sick, they got to start cooking. They got to really start picking up some weight around here, because my kids are very spoiled and kind of privileged. So, like, I didn't realize how much I did for them. And 11, 13, and one's going to be 15. Like, they got to figure it out. So, maybe this whole thing will be good for them so they can start being more independent and not depending on me, because I'm going to lay around for these 6 weeks. I believe that's what I'm going to do. So, I don't know, guys. So we're going to just see how it is. This is my week 2. 4 more weeks to go, guys. Let's get it done. Ready to get it over with. So, thank you for watching, and just see you next week.